Yo guys, what is going on? It's Hydran back with another video. Now, it's been about a week or two since I last recorded, and the last time I recorded we built our little house. Now, I've done a few little micro adjustments on it to make it feel more of a home. First, I added a chimney, because what little house doesn't need a chimney? Now, upon walking in, I've also made a bed, some nightstands right here, which have a chest full of inventory, which I can use on our little enchanting table. I made a armor stand with some armor and a sword, make it feel more at home. Made a cuckoo clock from Create. I'm not gonna power it or anything. I don't know if you can even power it, but just leave it like that for decoration. Red matter furnace, our basic Tinker's tools. Tinker's workbench, so we can charge up our tools as needed. Pretty sure that's the only tool we need charged besides the exchanger. And then just our refined storage. I also added macaw windows just to make it feel a little nicer, which, hey, we'll let the wind in, make it feel nice. Some flowers and such. And then change the fences to macaw oak stockades, which I think look a little nicer, but I don't know if they really fit up here. But we'll leave them for a while. Um, I took out this little room. It's 11 by 11 once I believe you're past this. So we're not counting this. It should be 11 by 11. Um, is it just my OCD or is it like darker gray lines up there and then side to side right here? Just these four, and then this one's magic. I don't know. Anyways, I would like to get into Powah today, just to get a basic reactor setup. I know there aren't a lot of mods in this pack that require power. Like there's no mechanism or I believe there's a little bit of thermal, but not the big machines. I mean, I guess the basic machines are in here, but nothing that severely needs. But there is other things like here we go. Draconic Evolution. I've never ever played with this mod before, but I would like to because it just looks absolutely amazing. And the big orbs that act as like a big power base, I'd love to have one just like sitting right here somewhere, or like, I don't know. I'd like to build my base around one of them. So before we get too in depth with building this entire base, let's get started in that. So the first thing we are going to want is we want to go for the reactor, right? So let's find that. We have ender cells, fernator, magmatter, uh, thermogenerator, reactor, right here. So I think with the basics of this, if we go ahead, oh, we have all the basics already. Um, and the EMC will make this nice and super easy. Energized steel. We need this guy, the energizing orb, right? With the energizing orb, you can go over one. We also need some basic energy cables. We don't want the worst, but we don't want the best. Because I don't think we can get hardened yet. No, we can't. So we just go to cable. take some like so. And then what else? We need these energizing rods, which we do need to start with starter rods and work our way up. Oh, they don't stack. That's gross. So we'll just slap these puppers on top like so. You're in the wrong spot, friend. Okay, and then we want we do have a fernator, which this one is a basic, which we can slap here, and then we can just take a stack of this Eternalist fuel, chuck that puppy in there, and we're charging up, right? I believe so. Then we want iron, gold, like so. Why are only 2 of those working though? And this isn't EMCable, so we're gonna have to do this a few times. But we can also go like this. Which will speed this process up insanely quick. It's literally instant. So that's really nice. Now this is super tedious having to do that back and forth a bunch of times. But let's just toss that in there. Because we can now make hardened capacitors, which I thought those would be EMCable, but I was wrong. I wonder if there's a way to re-solidify that into a blaze rod. It does not look like it. Which is fine. And that only makes 1. Oh, I put way too many in there. So we can just make a few like this. Now this is only to get a basic setup. Right after we get like a blazing reactor up, I'd also like to set up a server room, pretty much. And just have a bunch of disk drives. We're never going to use them. It's just purely like an aesthetic thing. But I think it would still be very cool to have. And in that server room, we're also going to have like a bunch of crafters and stuff like that. So let's... That only gets 8. This we're going to need a whole lot more. So let's I'm gonna keep doing this for a while until we have enough for a reactor, and I'll be back. Alright guys, and we are back. Now, so this room is what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tall. This thing is pretty tall in itself. Oh man, how satisfying is that, just placing itself? That's nice. Okay, so I believe we are going to need water pumped in here, coal, and something else. So let's see. This has cooking for blockheads in it. Sink. Oh, it doesn't. I don't know how we're going to get our water pumped in then. That will be interesting for sure. But uranite, uranite. I believe that's how you power it, right? Oh man, look at that million FE. Hashtag RF is better. Already pumped in here, and it's the fuel usage is going to be awful. At least until we put some form of ice in here, I believe. Is it dry ice? It is. Throw dry ice in there. That's fine. What about coal? Is it not charcoal? Is it coal or coal blocks? Let's see. Coal blocks in there for carbon. And then is it redstone? I really don't remember. It is redstone. Oh man, that's already 10 million FE. That's insane. And if we turn this on auto mode, it'll build this to a 70% buffer, I believe. Yeah, 70% buffer. And it'll only kick on when it needs to. As for the fluid, let's just toss all this in there. Can I just... Oh yeah, one bucket in there. And I believe we only need the one bucket as long as there's dry ice. So let's see the recipe for dry ice. Energizing 2 blue ice. I don't even remember where I got the dry ice I have. But this is the basic idea, as the temperature will lower now. We're at a full buffer. Okay, so it's a full buffer, and when it touches less than 70, it builds back up. So we have 18 million FE at our disposal now. So let's clean this room up a little bit real quick. Just because it looks disgusting. Oh, we gotta turn fuzzy off. I say it looks disgusting, and then I go and replace the floor with cobblestone. Don't judge me. Yep, much better. And then what? I guess we're just going with oak. Much better. And the roof. Do we just go with a stone brick? Yeah. Stone brick. Good enough for me. I'm alright with that for now. I mean, that's really bothering. But we'll fix it another time. For the time being, we have a lot of frickin' power. Now, how do I want to transport this power around? Well, we have a beautiful mod in here called Flux Networks. Very good mod. We need plugs and points. I believe it's also a controller we want. So how do we get into this? We need flux dust, which is with obsidian, redstone, and bedrock. So we need obsidian, redstone, and then bedrock, but left click the obsidian. Okay, so down we go. This gem armor is insane. Okay, bedrock. Oh, there we go. We'll just make some space over here. Find some diamonds along the way, no big deal. Okay, just like that. Now, what do we do here? We go obsidian. Oh, left click. Okay, and I believe that's all we need. Because we can now make a flux block, which then allows us to, instead of having to do it off of bedrock, we can do it off of the flux block itself. Yes. So power flowers. I didn't realize with the Mark III, you don't actually need glowstone around it because it actually produces light on its own constantly. It is always constantly producing its own light. So I moved two of them up here, all completely Mark IIIs. And I think this one's making dark matter and this one's making red matter. And it just produces it right into back here. If I can get through the hole in the wall. Hole in the wall, come on. So I got one coming in, two coming in, going to my EMC link, which is a Mark IV, which takes 64 items per second, which we're not producing there. And we have a Fernator basic, importing Eternalist fuel to keep this constantly, going, which is nice. It's not gonna be like that forever though. Ooh, Flux Dust is actually EMCable. Did not know that. That's actually kind of nice. So now we need flux cores, which are also EMCable. Flux blocks, also EMCable. Now we get to dump all this junk off in here. Gross. Get out of there. We get our first flux plug. Flux point, which we can just learn both of them. We want a flux controller. And we can also have this guy in here. And we need another point. Definitely didn't need a full stack. Let's go set up our network first. So with these, how they work is you put them on here, and we're going to please select a network. So if we just do this, put it on public because I'm in single player, we're going to do, get out of this, basic reactor. Create blue, bam, done. Stable limit, chunk loading. So now, once we start, wanting to give power to something, like we're gonna start with this this guy, this flux controller. So we'll put it up. We're gonna put the point down, and then, oh, I don't think we actually need a point for this. This is gonna act off the network anyways. Anyways, this is a controller. There we go. Now, if we have anything in our hotbar, oh, that's durability, not even FE. Forgot about that. Or our armor slot that requires energy, this will constantly keep it charged, which is just awesome. Now, like I was saying about this guy, eh, 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 get in there. Nice. We'll get rid of this guy and this guy. We can just, toss them in there. We need a point. Toss that there. Select network basic reactor. That's only using, what, 51? Is that accurate? Yeah, 51 FE a tick. Which is nice. Nice and simple. Not a whole lot yet. So, now we have basic power. We have too much power. Pretty much. But, yeah, I don't know how long this episode is running. I'm going to try and keep these episodes a bit shorter, like 20 minutes-ish, to cover the one thing that I'm doing instead of 40 minutes to cover, 4 different things, just so I can keep episodes short and have a surplus of episodes to put out instead of, 12 one-hour episodes instead of, I'll be able to do, like 20 minutes instead of the 10 to 12 1 hours. I think it'll work a lot better for the channel, but would definitely love to hear some feedback on that. But probably oh man, our EMC's at the 1 billion mark already. That's insane. uh yeah, I'll probably just keep it like that for now, and then if you guys say otherwise, I will go back to the super long episodes. But I do think the shorter ones will have a better, uh, they'll just be better for my channel. But yes, if you guys did have any input on that, let me know. If you have any tips, tricks, or suggestions for me, it's like I said, I'm still new to all this. I would greatly appreciate it. Just leave the comments down below. If you want to stay connected with me or get in touch and talk with me, you can join my Discord. The link is also below, or you can follow me on Twitter. Other than that, guys, in the next episode, we're going to get all the wireless crafting set up for this guy and the server room. We'll probably get that started as well, because that's part of the auto crafting. Or other way, we'll get the server room started and then the auto crafting for this, because we needed power for the server room, and this is producing a lot. So, yeah, other than that, I hope you guys enjoy, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace.